Welcome to the Art of Dress. I'm very happy to share with you today the effect of artistry on colors. So thank you so much for coming and subscribing. We are going to look at Ruby Fire colors today. And so here we have Joan Smalls. As you know, Ruby Fire coloring, she is also True Gammon. She is also architectural. And what you're going to see today is that all three of those pieces of information are very important in understanding your colors. So first, what is going on with style and color? Take you back to this wheel. And here you see all of the styles on this wheel. This is a yin-yang style wheel, and it shows you what happens to the color palette of people in the specific style. So on the right-hand side, the style symbol for True Gammon is there, and we're also going to look at a Refined Natural today. And on the left-hand side are the styles where the impact is lighter. And so we have two people on that side also. We have Elaborate Gammon and we have Elaborate Classic. So I'm going to show you 4 different people with Ruby Fire coloring. Now, let me just show you the color wheel, the personal color wheel for Ruby Fire. So here on the top you see the element colors, and on the bottom you see the alternate colors. So style color is on the bottom on the left. We are not talking about style color today. We're talking about the two on the right, the two colors on the bottom on the right, and those are called alternate. Why are they alternate? Because they are the reverse of intensity of whatever's on top. So this is a ruby wheel. So on the top, the colors are intense. So the alternate colors are light colors. Now, if you look at those two colors, one is burgundy and one is celadon. They're not clear, they are muted. They are light and muted. One is cool, that's the burgundy, and one is warm, that's the celadon. So when we're talking today, we're going to be talking exclusively about alternate colors. And even though these colors are not as light as what you might be used to with, say, watercolors, they are still light colors. They're just muted, different amounts of muting. Now, I just want to take you back to this wheel for one moment. This is the element color wheel, or the prime color wheel of all humanity. But the important thing to look at right now is how these colors are organized. On the right-hand side of this wheel, those are the intense colorings. You have earth and you have fire. Earth above, fire below, all intense. And on the left-hand side, you have the light colorings. You have water above and air colors below. Now let's draw a horizontal line. Now above the line, those are cool colorings, earth and water. And below the line, those are warm colorings, air and fire. So this becomes important to understand if you want to know what happens to colors because of style. Here we have style and artistry affect colors, but right now we're just talking about this impact of style on alternate colors. So on the top, those are the cool colorings. If you are a style if you have cool coloring, and you are a style that makes your colors go more intense, then when you get to alternate colors, it's going to reverse itself and they're going to be less intense. And vice versa, if you have light, they're going to become dark. And then on the bottom, you have the warm colorings. So anyone in air or fire. And if the impact of your style is to make your colors more intense, it's going to stay consistent for your alternate colors as well. So to simplify our lives for this series, we're going to start with the warm colorings. We're going to work clockwise around the wheel, starting with ruby. Now let's get to the artistries themselves. Here you see the 4 artistry symbols in a chart. Go to the right-hand side to start with, and on the right, what you see is architectural. Architectural is always clear, the impact is always clear, and the impact is always warm. So if you have architectural artistry, you will always wear a clear, warm version of your colors. Now, right underneath architectural is composite. If you have composite coloring, you will always wear a muted, cool version of all your colors. Now go to the left. Here is sculptural. If you have sculptural coloring, artistry, sorry, if you have sculptural artistry, the impact of your artistry will be that your element colors are always going to be muted. The impact of your artistry, if you are sculptural, is muting in your element colors and clarity in your alternate colors. And if you have on the bottom, and then also for sculptural, you will have the impulse of warmer in your warm colors and cooler in your cool colors. And now harmonic on the bottom. So for harmonics, clear in the element colors, muted in the alternate colors, and cool in your warm colors and warm in your cool colors. So now the influences start multiplying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you each person in two colors, the burgundy and the celadon. And I will tell you the influence of the artistry on those colors. I'm not going to repeat the rule, I'm just going to tell you the influence. Okay, here is Joan Smalls wearing light burgundy. It is an intense version of light burgundy. It is warm and clear. Here is Coco Rocha. She is elaborate gammon. She is wearing a light version of light burgundy, warm and muted. Here is Meryl Streep. Refined natural, so intense in her coloring. It's an intense version of light burgundy. It is cool and muted. And last, we have Ruby Aldrich. And she's elaborate classic, so a light version of light burgundy, cool and clear. And now let's go to celadon. Again, Joan Smalls, an intense version of celadon, which is a light color, and warm and clear. And here is Ruby Aldrich, a light version, lighter, it could even be lighter than this, but pretty good. And we're talking about the coat now, not the dress. A light version of celadon, a light color, warm and clear. And here we have Meryl Streep. This is an intense version of a light color, celadon. She is refined natural and she is composite. And it is cool and muted. And last, here is Coco Rocha. And this is a light version of celadon, a light color. Because she's harmonic, it is cool and muted. So thank you so much for sharing this with me today. Isn't this interesting? What happens to the colors based on artistry? So next week we're going to look at red fire, and I'm looking forward to that. Thank you again for coming and subscribing. Just a reminder, every week, new content in Discover, new content in Learn on my website. So I look forward to seeing you again soon, and please take care.